the 12th time, right? So anyway, guys, hope you had a great Christmas. Of course, tomorrow we have New Year's Eve, right? And yeah, probably maybe make a video in the early in the morning. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to doing all the different, you know, top 10, right, and so on. It's gonna be fun. This, I suppose, like this general, say it's like this general time, right? Seeing new anime, seeing how the anime ends, and so on. And later today, I'll probably also do Platinum Man, even though the anime really sucks. I mean, I'm only watching Platinum Man because it's Death Note art, right? But I'll say one thing here. Disappointed me today, unfortunately. So I bought this really, really big figure, right? And I don't know a video about it, certainly. Just some Christmas videos or new items or right? So for that. This is a huge figure I bought from with there. You can see it's really big. It's like my whole body compared to the red here. Yeah, so this is really big. Okay, this is one of my biggest figures. Unfortunately, the box though, even I mean it's sealed up, right? So yeah, it is sealed up, but it was delivered really badly, unfortunately. So I am honestly very disappointed. You can see it's the cut on top is on. Yeah, it's like a very no pop. Even though I bought it, you know, the real deal and sealed up and everything, it's took a lot of damage. I mean, it's just really tall, right? So I guess the plastic they use for I looked at the plastic they use for too tiny and just kind of bread it up. But anyway, I'm gonna make a couple of videos, of course, about some Christmas loot, right, and figures and other fun anime stuff and so on in the course coming weeks now, and so on, of course. So sorry for that as well. But anyway, one last thing here with this figure that was very strange too, because I bought two big figures from that store, and it also cost like a few $100 up in that range, so quite expensive. And also disappointed that the box has some damage. The figure is probably fine though, but the other box has some damage. And I'm the kind of guy that I buy a lot of figures, but I don't actually unbox all of them, right? Some I box, some I actually keep, you know, for mint, right? So this one is used. I was thinking maybe not unboxing it, but now it's like maybe. But obviously, I'm trying to get a refund, right? But the one thing is very strange though. Say before I start watching you, so is that I bought this box and I bought two items, and the other one just didn't show up. It was really strange, and they sent two items, and I called the post office and so on, and it just didn't show up. So really weird. So I have to dispute anyway, right? For that's like a lot of money for the other one too, roughly the same size. But anyway, now anime time. But I don't know. Yeah, because I had this thing. It's been there for a few days. That's too much, but basically. I got the mail that, you know, it arrived, right, like a few days ago, but I had time to go to the post office, right, during all Christmas stuff. So I was like, oh man, finally, when the family leaves, I can go to that stuff, and I'm like, oh god damn it. But anyway, Ousama Ranking, so 3, 2, 1, and go. No, but I don't know, I'm just disappointed, honestly. Like, I'm probably gonna unbox this figure. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it's massive, right? It's not the biggest figure I have, so of course I want the box to be proper too, right? Here we go. Little Boji, little stuff like that. You can see the arena. There you go. Yeah, so then of course I had a little family here. Best mom ever, healing. Yeah, gotta protect your brother! Here we go. Don't be mean to your brother. Yes, mother, I will save my brother! Yeah, so obviously father was like, hey, I'm gonna eat you, son. But it's a good backstory though, because it explains to us why he was following the mirror, right? Yeah. But obviously his father was like, I'm gonna eat him. Obviously. Or, you know, eat his body or whatever. Yeah, and the mirror seems to be dating his father, right, or whatever they are. So of course she was like, yes, you will be a good boy. But I can sleep with you as your father. It's like, it's some weird sexual thing there. But interesting, he's like I want to send the opening this week. It's a good opening. I mean, it's one of the best animes is this year. Huh? Live sorted? What? Da da da. Da da. The episode 12 should be out the same time next week, yeah. I'm looking at the timing here, it should be out the same time next week, guys. Oh, tomorrow we have the golf anime. It's the first winter anime then. Yeah, golf. And then it's some other 2 movies, but whatever. So Demon Slayer is the next one, coming on Sunday, looks like. But yeah, it's a golf anime coming tomorrow called Sorority Utility. It's about cute girls playing golf, right? So I guess I have to watch that to do a first impression of that anime. And then it's some kind of isekai-ish anime next week, some kind of stuck in a virtual reality game, yeah. And that's an interesting madhouse comedy from cop comedy. I think it's interesting. It's in 5 days from now. No. But in 8 days to the 9 days, I guess, my favorite anime is coming definitely. My doll, yeah. my girlfriend doll, yeah. My dressed up girlfriend. That's I love the manga. It's amazing. I love it. I really love it. I really love it. It's a guy Rue main character. Come on, it can't be better than that. But here we go. More backstory on them. He's like, your brother's a badass super invasion guy. You can't defeat him. He's a Flash, man. Yeah, no. Bebin is like, oh no, your brother is a king, man. You can't fight that guy. He's super speed. But this anime does it really well, right? That every second episode is a kind of sad backstory, and the next episode is back to, you know, being some kind of... Yeah, and then the next episode is back to being some kind of... No, it's like that episode is like, you know, backstory, and all the half is like weird main story. Weird main story. I guess that treats Prince Daida humility here. Tried to make him, to teach him, you know, how to be, I don't know, respecting people or something. That are weak and sick and so on. Yeah, he's a guy with a cane, right? Oh, he's blind, probably. Yeah, he's blind, right? Yeah, he's deaf and blind. He's like, should kill them all! He's like, ah! He's what about Aaron? He's like, you know, we should just kill them all! Exactly, he's just doing his Aaron impression. Aaron is like, rampage, we should kill them all! Just do the rumbling. Yeah, rumbling, kill them all! That's clearly what he's saying here. He's like, you know, you should kill all the weaklings. Well, that's a good point though. If kingdom is weak and the kingdom needs to have resources, right? Yeah, that's a good point, right? You're supposed to be king, man. You're supposed to be people hope, right? Or else you're a bad king, of course. People are supposed to follow you, right? And so on. Yeah, and they're right, you know. That's a sign language. No, sign language was called, not sign language. Braille, yeah. Looks like Anne Juve. No, actually it looks more like the Evil Mirror Lady. No, yeah, it's more like when she was dancing with his... Maybe this is happening at the same time when his father is trying to smash the Evil Mirror Lady. She has her hair and color scheme. Okay, no, it's some kind of horror. I mean, he's like in some kind of weird horror dimension, right? So that he's being empty has also tortured him. Kid 7 hits? This anime is all so weird. Like, what's happening? And her face is like a weird mask. Maybe they cut off her hands because she's like a burglar, right? Wait, she killed them? What? Why are they inside the weird his soul thing? But you know, I think this girl is Miriam, right? That actually makes sense, yeah. That she's like, she killed us. She looks like Miriam with the green clothing. Yeah, so it's probably Miriam. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. It's like child Miriam, because she's a witch or whatever, right? She probably did kill someone. Maybe she was a victim, but at the same time, she did kill them, right? But why was she be inside the father-son soul thing, though? That doesn't really make sense, but... No, but it's very likely Miriana, right? Mirror face. Okay, this is what's... Yeah, by marrying the king, right, with your princess. Also, they disfigured her, I guess. Oh yeah, so they ripped all her skin, okay. Classic torture. Yeah, and cut off her hands, right? That was kind of obvious. They cut her hands off. That was obvious that they cut her hands off. That was obvious, but... But this, I mean, it has to be Miriana's backstory in a weird, yeah, soul way. But why would they appear inside, like, isn't this in his soul, right? Or his father's soul? That's kind of weird. Miriana is going to be your name, of course. It's like Children Miriana. Oh, Miranda, sorry. Yeah, Miranda. Yeah. So, I mean, clearly it's the mirror girl. Yeah, but it's obvious. But the thing is, it's probably true, right? She's some kind of witch. Yeah, it's probably true. She probably did kill all these people. Because, I mean, she clearly has some deal with Satan and so on. She's some kind of, you know, evil witch, right? That used, yeah. Okay, scare him away. Miriana, I was like, oh, Miriano. Smells like dad. I know Boston, but it's like kid Miriano, so doesn't know adult Boston, right? It's really weird that part of her soul inside of his soul. Or something. Like her children's soul part or something. But, I mean, maybe she's a victim. But it feels to me that she probably did kill those people, right? I mean, again, she has like some kind of Satan-worshipping witch, right? She probably did kill those people. And they did probably, of course, kill her, or almost kill her, like torture her as revenge, right? Certainly she might have done it accidentally, though. I can see it her... Maybe she destroyed the country accidentally, right? Using some spell and it failed and she, yeah. Doesn't he know this mirror? He never knew her real name. But... She has kind of the similar voice and hair and so on. No, he was clearly... I mean, I guess there was Miriano. I mean, I guess, of course, there was Miriano. Here she is. Mirror. Yeah, see, like he's like talking to part of her soul, right? Inside of his body. But that doesn't make any sense, honestly, though. I don't understand how or why part of her soul is inside of his soul. Maybe some of the blood or something? Here we go. We're gonna attack, actually. They're gonna attack the underground, right? Yeah, he's gonna spring that guy we saw this episode. There's one guard. And the only guy has one guard. That's sleeping. He had one job, man. Only had one prisoner to catch. Well, it's probably too late, right? He felt she entered with her weird dark magic. Yeah, she entered with her like some kind of shadow magic. And obviously freed him. The guy we saw this episode. He was eating rats. That magic sorts. Well, he didn't sleep though. He's a very nice king, yeah. I mean, you did sleep with your job, but you know, it wasn't your fault. Oh, he's the commander of the army? Oh, the Sword King. He's gonna betray them probably though. But why was he in prison then? He was a commander of the captain. He's a former leader, but he probably maybe betrayed the king. But she's certainly gonna take him and use him for war, right? Oh my god, best mom! Here we go. Best mom! What's she doing though? Preparing for war as well or something? Is that the arbor with her? Man, she's kinda thick ass in this costume. She's best mom, but best mom's butt looked pretty big in this in the uniform. What's her plan then? She's gonna attack her husband with her army? I know she's best mom, right? But yeah, she's gonna bring in like some... What are they doing? Like trading something? Yeah, I guess they're doing like sit-ups something. I don't know. Bänkupresso? Yeah, it's kinda like... Yeah, I got like a mecha, I got gut styled. I need to learn my own fighting style. What are they gonna go down in the underground though? No, it's like exercise still, it's like training instead. Oh, okay, I guess they had to wait for the door to open. Or something. Or wait for the walls or whatever. But yeah, so I guess it's just out training him in the woods. It's like I'll teach you some swordmaster skill here. But it's obviously covering for Miriano. He's in love with his real wife, of course, is Miriano. His other two wives for his fakes, right? Just so he can breathe with them. Poor ladies. Yeah, it means obviously covering for... And for some reason, Upsis is... Yeah, I don't know why he chose to just so blindly follow them. Is he supposed to be a good guy as well? He's like, whatever, this seems to be reasonable. I'm gonna... Yeah, follow the blender smoothie guy. With griffins. This goes back before she... The first time I met them. Though she has no hands then? We never really seen her hands. But she has hands there. I was like... Haven't we seen... You say that, haven't you seen her hands? Well, maybe she took some demonic pact or something or magic. Yeah, because... Children version of her clearly... Has no hands, right? Her face is almost covered, and there we see it though, so... She clearly... I mean, again, maybe Satan, right? Maybe Satan. I was gonna say as well, she's covering her face because maybe they ripped her face off, but no. There she is. She okay, they... But, I guess she... nice flirty with him. That's why he is still following her? Because she seduced him or something? I guess... Okay. Maybe we should show him his true face. Yeah, okay, here we go. Exactly. Just saying that. Yeah, her face is fake, of course. Yeah, it's all fake, right? She somehow has some magic thing that, of course, gives her a fake face, right? Of course. Well, I guess this kinda motivates why he's on her side. But then he isn't really on Boss's side, right? He's like in her side, right? I suppose. Think about it. He isn't really a Boss loyalty. He's more like Miriano loyalty. Yeah, I suppose so. Doesn't explain why she's in the mirror, though. Yeah, back in the backstory, she has her face and hands and... Doesn't explain why she's stuck in the mirror at all. But now it's gonna be a war though. The commander got in. Like conquered maybe? Yeah. War baby. Steal Boss's kingdom. Fan I met a little Boji. This is cute. Goddamn Boji. Kawaii Boji! Try to tackle him. He's like, yeah, I love you! He's so cute. Maybe always did? No, he just feels it. No, I just have a feeling. You just have a feeling, you know. No, he's like, Yeah, yeah. It's like, nah, it's, you know, that's very. I love him, man. I guessed it. I was like, come on, it felt good. A good mentor, man. Definitely top anime mentor. Freaking Hiraya sensei, true, yeah, like, come on. Good sensei. I think it's good, man. Come on. It's wholesome. This anime is always so wholesome sometimes. It's like the wholesome. Yeah, love yourself, boy. Yuki. So Yuki means snow, no, but Yuki with one you always snow, and two is courage. Yuki is snow and Yuki is courage. But now freaking war, baby, yeah, the kid army. Maybe Death has to join too, bringing his brother to the war, maybe. But they could use Prince Boji to conquer Boss Kingdom, right? Yeah, they could use him as like a you know, he's the rightful king, right? They definitely could ally behind. This is very common in medieval time, right? You would ally behind Boji, and then be like, we're gonna help you conquer your country back, and we have to give us, of course, a part of it, right? But we're gonna help you to you know, recover it from this betrayal, right? And by doing that, you have to give us this port city or whatever. Then have some alliance, yeah. This, I mean, it's very, very common. So that might be his plan, right? They can use Boji as like his leeway to attack them, right? Be like, we're fighting for his rightful throne, right? That's probably what they're doing, right? Yeah, they're taking Boji here and being like, using him as a, yeah, exactly. It's like we can use Boji as a tool for, of course, maybe. Oh, there are more of them, okay. Only a giant? Steel body? Oh, a king? I guess king bow. Yeah, and then Öken, sword king. It's like, oh, that sounds pretty powerful. Yeah, I don't want to fight these guys. They sound actually very legit. Mom! Gotta say mom. Yeah, old lady, I mean, the queen. Well, I mean, she's bringing her own army, right, to fight. She's bringing her own army as well to fight in the city, right? It's gonna be like at least 3 factions. It's gonna be the Underworld army, right, her army, her Rebellion army, right, and also, of course, Boss's army, as Prince Daida, yeah, so they have like 3 armies in this war, and 3 factions. This is, yeah, because the queen's bringing her own army, right, essentially. She's bringing her army to do some kind of revolution. It's a boss army, I guess. Oh, okay, they're just leaving then? No, okay. What do you call him, Daida, though? Huh. I mean, oh. Okay, she still wants to have a revolution, though. But up she stands there? With Miriano? She really hates healing, yeah. She's like netto-raring her. Next orb as well here. Well, this is like a big trap though. I mean, why would they attack Boston? They're working for Miriano, so this is clearly a trap. Yeah, it's clearly a trap, guys. It's the most obvious trap ever. It's always a very interesting episode of anime. It's always so much thing happening, right? But yeah, I need to break down here, and I was prating om en a few hours from now. Again, I'm gonna go subscribe for some more big stuff, right? I just said, I don't know. It feels a little weird to open this tip because I do kind of want to try to refound it, right? God damn it, man. I mean, it looks decently fine, but it definitely is like a lot of, it's a little too much bent, especially in the front. Actually, here is the biggest dent to it. Yeah, it's too many dents. God damn it, man, wasting my money. But anyway, I'm just depressed, man. Yeah, this thing makes no sense, right? Because Miriano is the one that freed them. So why would they go and kill her husband, right? You know, her true love interest. So this is obviously a trap of sorts. Maybe she's just trying to challenge him for whatever reason, up to just letting it happen. But if it's more like just some kind of trap, right? She's trying to get healing there or something. She was like, healing, yeah, you coming here, woman? Yeah, like she's just trying to kill healing or something, right? She's always not aware by her. She, you know, slept with her husband, you know, get revenge, right? No, but if it's honestly what it's about, right? She's like, she hates healing, right? She stands there and is like, that's good, now I can finally kill healing, right? She's really trying to kill healing, and I think this scene here really feels like she's standing there waiting for healing to arrive. Because healing, even though she hates her husband, right, or ex-husband ever, yeah, you know, killed her son, right, so to speak, she's even gonna save her son, of course. Healing wants to save her son. She wants to go to right, save Daida, which is controlled by her husband, right, and then so to speak, save her son. So yeah, it feels like a strategy for Miriano to try and murder Healing, and also maybe the army though, from the Underworld, because they're coming there, but she's controlling them, right? So wouldn't they also maybe fight the army and in that notion then, of course, actually, you know, kill off poor Healing, yeah. But as always, the anime has so many scenes, right? Can you do some? As I said, I'm definitely guessing they picked up Bojji, because then they can argue that he's the rightful heir to the throne, right? Very classic medieval strategy. Yeah, I mean, why else would they pick up Bojji? But maybe he can use it for fight as well. I suppose they can use him as a warrior, I guess. But mostly, right, what is happening here? Most likely, it wasn't explained because the captain clearly was lying about it. But as I said earlier in the reaction part, it's a very common thing, right? You probably see in a lot of movies and so on. But you know, you have like different royal families, who's gonna inherit the throne, who's the actual rightful person to be on the throne, and this stuff, right? Or it doesn't have to be literally a country; it can be a duke or a county or whatever, right? And of course, Bojji has the right to be the real king, right? He can argue that he's supposed to rule the country. His brother and so on, they faked and lied and so on, yeah. Which he also did, of course. But even if he didn't do that, in a lot of history, of course, people could still, you know, try to get the throne, right? Even if they didn't even have anyone supporting them and so on, right? In their own country. And of course, very classic then you support the independence, you support the rebel or whatever, yeah. The reason why, as I mentioned earlier, could be different things. It can be anything from just doing it because you hate the country. You just wanna, you know, add some fuel to the flame, right? You just wanna like get them in a civil war. Could be one reason why. Or maybe you just wanna like, oh, we will help you. You have to promise us to, you know, pay this much money, or you have to give us this part of this land or whatever, right? Or you have to be our ally and this stuff and so on. Right? So it is a lot of dependencies. And of course, there also might be this general. No, this anime doesn't happen, but of course in reality, it also straight up might actually be actual relationships, right? Like, let's say the oldest prince is exiled, right? But he's actually like the cousin of this guy, or you know, or more like, let's say his mother, let's say around to his mother's country, right? Like his mother's from France, is in England, right? He left his mother's country, like Anjo or something like that. He lives there, and then of course his mother's brother, then, right? Is like, I'm gonna help this guy to win because the other prince is like from the former king's second wife or whatever, right? He can't rule. I want my nephew to rule and so on. So he also might be a right, yeah. And they might so, but certainly if he's like taking Bojji for that classic like, oh, we are not attacking you. This is not a yeah, because they can be like, this is not war. This is a freedom of liberty. Then they can, you know, then it can be all like, it's a liberation of a freedom. We're saving your country from the bad guys. Yeah, then they can argue that it's like, no, we're doing it to save you, right? But anyway, yeah, a lot of Miriano backstory here, which was not really confusing, honestly. It's actually pretty straightforward, I feel, even if they don't explain it in a normal flashback style, right? Definitely make it a little more like, how to say it, like how you see it in how they explain it what it is wrong. And yeah, I just wondered that, right? Like, why does she have a face then? The mirror usually shows a face, right? So, but yeah, just a face, but she showed him opposite. Not like it's fake, it's a kind of magical face, and her hands are magical or whatever. So, yeah. She did lose her face and the peel off her skin, and she lost her hands, right? which is a pretty typical thing you would do against thieves and so on, right? You would cut off their hands, right? Pretty common in medieval time. But her backstory doesn't really explain if she actually killed people and so on, or why she did it. I think certainly did, right? I think it's very convinced she actually did kill people. A lot of people probably this whole country. That is probably very true. Their hatred for her is honestly probably didn't, like I said, motivated in like an actual storyline, how she actually killed the country, right? Or city something. That's probably true. However, it's probably something tragic, that would be my guess, you know what I mean? She's a witch, she did some magic and it went wrong on accident and then people died or something. It's probably, she's a kid, right? She probably just accidentally killed some people or something. And then of course they tortured her as a kid, right, to get revenge. That's probably what happened, but maybe she's just evil. Maybe, right? I don't think so. This anime is very like, the character has a lot of gray zones, right? It's definitely not a black and white anime. Certainly it's not a black and white anime. So I very much doubt that young Miriano was as a kind of, I don't know, genocidal sociopath, just killed people because it was fun or whatever. That doesn't make any sense with this anime. So she probably did an accident. That being said though, yeah, I think it's true. I think they were right. I think they were like, she killed my husband, she killed my son and so on. So I beat the crap out of her, she killed my husband, whatever, yeah. That is probably true though. So I'm not defending these random villagers that almost killed her and so on. But honestly though, the backstory is probably that she actually did kill someone's husband or son or something like that. And they got angry at her, right? And even though it probably was an accident, you know, you can definitely argue that, well, yeah, sure, but if you like mixture with evil magic or something, shit might go wrong, right? So it's something like that probably. It doesn't explain yet though why she's like. No, well, the weird thing really is like, why is she inside of Daida's soul as well? Yeah, what's up with that? That's strange though. Like, how did she even get there? And then of course Miriam on the outside was like, I feel better right now. Yeah, she was like, felt like someone lifted a stone. Yeah, like he made her soul feel better, right? Or whatever, part of her soul, so she feels happier outside, right? So it's really connected to her, but maybe it's something stupid like because part of her DNA or blood or whatever it was in that Phoenix potion thing. So when he drank the boss smoothie, right, he also got a little bit of Miriam in it. So maybe it was like 5% Miriano, and that brings up her children backstory or something. I don't know. I feel it's something stupid like that. But yeah, another good episode, guys. See you guys next week then with more Ousama Ranking. Should be out back next Thursday. Today I also will do Plot Tournament, which is the weirdest. Plot Tournament, I talked about it with my cousin on Christmas Eve, because he's Plot Tournament too. And he was like, yeah, I only watched it because it's really bad. He watched it, I say it every week too, I watched Plot Tournament because it's terrible. And I have no problem saying that, you know. Some animes I watch because they're so bad that I enjoy it, right? And Plot Tournament definitely is an anime which is, oh my god. But I think that's one thing here. It's every time I that's the horror shows, not just anime, but also movies. And horror shows are typically really good at being terrible, but also at the same time being comedically terrible, right? But Plot Tournament is definitely comedically terrible. It's so bad, but it also makes it kind of funny. Oh, I'm a virus girl! Yeah, it's kind of, they make it kind of hilarious. Anyway, that's that video, guys. And tomorrow I'm gonna do a most potential video. I think it's some other top 10 or something like that. Maybe that, or maybe do some, maybe we will unbox this. I don't know. This thing I'm trying to get refound honestly, right? Because it's so, I mean, it looks fine, but you can see the dents. I'm honestly it's way too dented to have to pay. I'm feeling like I really, this really is a first world problem. But this figure was really expensive. I mean, it's obviously huge, and then I paid for like extra, extra shipping, extra fast delivery, perfect, and that shop is like, they usually do it correctly. I've never actually seen such a bad package actually, and I bought a lot of anime figures so on over the years. This is like the second worst one I ever had. I have one other box that is way worse, a video one. It's a very tiny video one. It's a pretty crushed when I got it. That box is even worse. But this one is probably, unfortunately, the second worst, and it's so big, so it really feels bad here, right? Because goddammit, this is like one of my biggest figures and has one of the, arguably in my opinion, probably the second worst box I ever got, that I ever bought probably. So it really pisses me off, right? Trying to get it refounded. Yeah, so, but anyway, guys, see you guys with Plot Tournament in a few hours from now, and then tomorrow we'll do some other anime and manga, so of course, always happy New Year's Eves, and I'm off tomorrow, so I got some time to do stuff. Right. Anyway, see you guys